Hello and welcome to the end of the tremendous Tully series. Thank you very much if you have watched this far. Unfortunately, this is going to be the end because I've decided that it's best to move on. We've had 100 episodes and we have got quite far in those 100 episodes to the point where the game has become trivial. It's become so easy to do, and I think that perhaps if we had got to this point earlier, I might have had a different opinion on it. Because we could have definitely, if we'd switched to a lore a lot earlier, we could have expanded a lot quicker. But I think that it's kind of dragged on to the point where I'm losing enthusiasm for it. People are losing enthusiasm for watching it. And I think it would be better to call it here and move on to something new, something shiny, something that we've got a little bit more momentum behind, a little bit more purpose behind it, and all that sort of stuff. But it was fun to do. It was just, I felt that maybe what we needed to do was end it after taking just this land, or maybe end it after taking that land, or something. Like, have an easier goal to get rather than I'm going to conquer the whole map. Because this map it's surprisingly large. I mean, it's not as large as the main game, but it is pretty large, and it's very difficult to conquer because each bit of land. So, for instance, the Dothraki here, we have the colonization stuff. Like, we cannot conquer them any quicker than just colonizing each bit of land. And that's been designed that way because you're not meant to. It's been designed that way because actually what you're meant to do is it's meant to play like you're in the world. So you don't want all the people over here, like Cohor, Pentus, Lys. You don't want the AI conquering the Dothraki. That's just not a good idea. You want Karth and Nugis to stay around. You want all of this land to stay kind of where it is. You want the Seven Kingdoms to stay as like the Reach, Dorne, Stormlands, Westland. You want it to stay kind of like that. You don't want it to go crazy. And there's been a lot in the game to make sure that the AI don't go mad, and also players don't go and conquer all of that without, jumping through all the hoops. So I think that's part of the issue, is that it's designed to be a bit slower, and then I added on top of that the game rule in here. Game rule. Yeah, there's some spoilers in the game rules, by the way, in case you care about spoilers anymore. But it's the game rule for siege assaults. Yeah, so turning that off also slowed the game down significantly. So basically what that means is, because I turned that off, and then it's also slow, it means that every war just drags on and on and on. So yeah, that's why it's the end here. But, thank you for watching. And before we go, I think it's a good point to just go through some of the map modes. People like seeing them, go through our realm tree and all of that sort of stuff, because they're things that people like seeing when we end the series. So, terrain's going to be the same. Realms, we've already seen. Diplomatic, doesn't matter. Religious, there we go, there's a cool one. So, actually everything stayed pretty much as it is, apart from Faith the 7 has come over here. Is that Andolis? That was Andolis, but Andolis has kind of fallen away. But yeah, I think that was all Andolis at some point, so that's all Faith of the 7. Which is kind of neat that that's snuck its way into the top there. Anything else gone weird on the map? Not really. No, it's all pretty much the same. Cultures? Cultures are, like, barely changed. Andal here, yeah, that's where the Faith of the 7 is, so that's Andolis. Although I don't know whether it starts the game as that. I assume it doesn't, no, because that's all Pentos at the start, and Lorath, and Bravos at the start of the game, I think. In fact, I could do De Jure High Lord. It'll be De Jure Regions, I guess. Yeah. Oh no, it is Andolis. Well, yeah, whatever. But I don't think that's actually on the map at the start of the game. Or wasn't for us? I don't know. Anyway, maybe it was. Economy? I mean, this doesn't really matter at all. It's pretty much the same as where it started. De Jure High Lordships. I mean, this might have changed. Doesn't really seem like it's changed very much. Empires? This would have changed in how many years? 70 years, all of this would have gone over to us, pretty much. Next one, Revolt Risk. Yeah, up here is always revolting. That was another bit that annoyed me, is taking this land actually made it worse for us. I mean, I could have made it independent, I suppose, and got it back later, but it made it so much slower because we had to keep dealing with revolts. Dynasties. So we have Tully here, but if I go underneath, here we got Tullys, we got Hightowers, we got the Somberlins, Stark has stayed, Arryn has stayed, but Hightower, Somberlin are new, Coldwater's new. I believe the Lannisters ended up in Dragonstone still. Yeah, they kind of got moved over there. We have of Antlercliff, sorry, which are obviously, you know, the main people here. The well-known house of Antlercliff. Although there's a little Tully sneaking in there. Cool. Anything else weird here? No, I don't recognize any of the other ones, so I don't think anyone weird has moved over. Oh, what about here? Yeah, it's still House Horror. Okay. Yeah, and they're also there, and then we got High Wolf up at the top here. Yeah, who are Wildlings? So the Wildlings got back in control of Beyond the Wall. Opinion doesn't matter. Direct vassals, we've been in a few times. Trade values. Okay, that's just hideous. Governments. Yeah, I mean, that's just pretty much going to be the same as this one. Pretty much. To a degree. Defensive packs. Well, that doesn't exist in our mode. Epidemics. There we go, so there's the map modes. What else have we got in here? We got the family tree. There's immediate family tree, but actually, instead of that, let's go to this one. Yeah. So there are 34 living members. I kind of thought that would be more. And then 184 total members. So it started back here with Edmund of Riverrun, I think. Yeah, it was Edmund, I think it started with. And then spread out. Those were our sisters, and I think those how ones kind of died off. We had some dying off down in this one. Yeah, so that one died off there. This one went down into the Stepstone. So the Stepstone's still controlled by a Tully? No. When was the last time they were controlled by a Tully? I see it moved to elective. That was when it was last controlled by a Tully. Okay, cool. So yeah, that went down into a different house there with Sir Axel Tully Cross. And then that was oh yeah, that was when I decided to make all the bastards have things, wasn't it? Yeah, so I think he was maybe a bastard. Yeah, he was a bastard. And then there were some other bastards who got some side houses. Yeah, okay, this one survived for a while. Where did this one go down to? This one became Lannister? Yeah, it went Tully, and then, oh, because she married a Lannister, that one moved into the Lannisters. Interesting. And then Garibald Tully's line is still going with Derek Tully here. Neat. Then we go down a few generations. We have Joshua, who had one child. You know, he was fairly alright. One child. Bywin, who died being killed by a dragon. And he had many children. Ah, yes, and here's some more of these bastards who were given land. This one actually carried on a little bit. This was Desmond. Then ended with Melissa. We have some of these ones that seem to have carried on to some degree or another. There's another one who's proper Tully. That ended there. Actually, did it? Yeah, that ended there because it was non-matrilineal. Then after that, we had Raylon, who only had 2 children. Just keeping it nice and simple. Did she marry... She didn't marry matrilineal. Oh, she married another Tully. Okay, so that loops back round on itself. Then we have Adam. Adam had a few children. One is Ellery, who controls the Trident or controlled the Trident and then died off. Then we had Meredith, my grandmother. So this is when we started marrying people matrilineally, apart from that one who married a Hightower. That wasn't the first. That's not the top layer of the Hightowers, is it? No, I don't think so. So Meredith then had 3 children, went to Guy. She married matrilineally, didn't she? Yeah, and then that went to Ronald, who owns the Trident currently. Guy had 3 children, and we are now Saria, who has many children. Most likely Simon would be the heir, and it would go down from there. Cool. So yeah, that went a long way. There were a lot of different characters in there. And in case anyone is interested, here's Ledger. I did look at independent states to see how strong people were. Ibn is surprisingly strong, but still only 1/4 of our strength. Like, we only need to send the Reach and the Trident off, and we're done with them. Yeah, the game also became a lot easier and less dynamic the moment we got control of every army. Like, that stopped things from... That sped up expansion significantly, but also decreased, like, how interesting each, war is. I was trying to think of the right way of putting it. Karth is pretty strong as well, although I believe that neither of these are as strong as it actually says they are. So if I go and have a look at them, Karth is 44,000, so about a quarter, about half, and then they are 81,000. I'm surprised that Ibn are so strong, but hey, they are. That's fine. Yeah, and then it kind of goes down into areas where nobody's really that strong, and they have one troop. Who are they? Oh, it's a ruin. Oh, okay. So they actually have 0 troops. That's fine. So independent states. Anything else in there? We got the current wars that are ongoing, possible inheritances, R titles, claimants, kill list. Oh, who had the top number of kills? The White Walker of Winter. Wait, we didn't have a White Walker invasion, did we? He still ended up with a lot of kills, apparently. Then King Guy was next, the breaker of chains. Wait, sorry, I was just looking at the names of the people here. I was wondering whether maybe these were pre-populated. I think those are possibly pre-populated. Yeah, okay. And then who's Inilo Piminion White? Must be a history character. Wait, when did he... He could be a history... Yeah, I think he was a history character. So he's back a little bit. As in one that was pre-populated. I think he was also pre-populated. Vipwin, Craster, Widowmaker. Possibly as well. Although possibly not. I mean, when did he live? Yeah, anyone that says 809 I assume is pre-populated. See, this one's not, because this is 8110. This was a deserter wildling who had 33 kills. So I think he's the highest AI. Guy barely beat him. Then who else do we have? We have a pirate. Oh, not... Yeah, that was a pirate one. Who was a dragon rider. We had dragon riders that late? Okay. He wasn't actually a pirate then, actually, if he had the stepstones. He might have been pre-populated as well. Maybe some more of these were pre-populated. And then we had Queen Meredith is the next Tully, and then Adam down there. And then for other Tullys, you have to go down to Saria. We're getting there. And then Bywin's like way down. Yeah, the Bloodhound only killed 9 people though. Right. Bloodlines. So Garth Greenhand had the most. We saw that a lot. Brandon the Builder, Reynard of Castamere. Where are we? Bywin the Bloodhound has 50, which isn't bad. Still not quite as much as House Targaryen. I was trying to see if there were any created that had higher. As in any ones that were created as the game went on. Maybe this one? Yeah, possibly that one. Yeah, maybe. Not entirely sure. Anyway, we'll leave that one. Wonders of the World, Domain, Realm. Well, there you go. There's our Realm. Realm levies. Oh, Realm levies, maybe. We can see who has the... Oh, that's just our levies. Oh, never mind. Religions. Most religion was Faith the Seven. But then there was Old Gods. Actually, if I do this, that's slightly better. Yeah. So it was Faith the Seven, then R'hllor, then the Great Stallion. Then the Old Gods and Gods of the Summer Isle. And then it kind of got a little bit... Like, all of these are much of a muchness. But yeah, R'hllor probably got a boost from us. It probably got negative from us as well, because we conquered all the land. But yeah, the 2 top ones are the ones that we had. Characters? I could just do realm size. So the Reach had the 2nd largest realm, followed by Qohor? I think that's Qohor, maybe? Who's that? That is, yeah, it's Qohor, Trident, Westlands. Cool. Dynasty. Who had the most in our dynasty? Well, we did, followed by the Trident, followed by Grey Gallows in the Stepstones. And then nobody else had any. So that's all the same. Direct vassals, I mean, that's going to be the exact same as we just saw. Yep. I mean, there's a sign for you, right? If we go to overall characters, all of these are our vassals. And then when we go to realm, you know, that's the most powerful overall, and it's the same between that and our direct vassals list. And at that point, you know that we have, not only do we have the strongest realm, but our 6 vassals are stronger than anyone else on the map. So, yeah, all vassals in the realm, kind of same thing. Who has the most gold? It's this guy. Alright, cool. Thought it might be someone more interesting. Archmaester of the Citadel has a lot of gold, though. It's basically people who are merchants who have a lot of gold. Our court, opinion of us, I don't know. I don't really have a great way of sorting that. Maybe gold. So Clarion Heartstar has a lot of gold in our court. Can't click on him to find out, like to see him though. So, and then we have Lady Paramount Takeda Hunter. Okay, and then we're back to independent states. Cool. So we've kind of gone through everything there. Any other things that we need to look at? Nope, that's about everything we could look at. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy the series, and hopefully you'll join me on Monday. We're starting a new Crusader Kings series. It's going to be in vanilla Crusader Kings, but, you know, it'll still be fun. Not sure if we're going to start another modded Crusader Kings series right away. There's another thing that I want to start a series on midweek next week, so we'll see how things work out and see how things are balanced on the channel. But, you know, let me know what you want to see, and we'll see what we can make happen. So thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the new Crusader Kings series on Monday. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.